while we're here at Blade Show 2023 with Dan Eastland and Joe Flowers in the same video. Crazy, right?
We were able to find us both at the same time where we sit still. It's kind of neat.
It happens once a year.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Every once in a while.
It's your lucky day.
Yep. On Sunday. And Joe has his voice.
Yeah, which is weird for once. It's almost like I'm growing up and learning how to do stuff. Someday, too, I'll teach you when I learn how to.
He's all out of knobs, so.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
show.
stuff. Yeah.
Great new patterns. Love to show you, but we sold out. I'm
It's like
not
you know what
sorry.
you're doing.
I'm actually good with it.
So Dan Easton has been down in the jungle with me like 8, 9 times, I think.
8 times.
Yeah, 8 times. He's counting. I lost count. He's coming again apparently this year. God bless it. But we had a really cool time looking for a lost knife out in the jungle for a test for glowy stuff. Can you tell us about this awesome product?
So this is Firefly. It's a proprietary material from dogwood. We've recently got permission to make aftermarket Becker scales as well as SE scales.
You just at Ethan, you said, hey dude, can I do this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hey, always ask first.
Yes.
And then of course they're available on dogwood. They came about because I spent a really uncomfortable 20 minutes one evening on my hands and knees hoping I found the handle before I found the blade. And I got home and I didn't like the glow in the dark that was on the market, so we came up with this. And I was out with Joe down in the jungle.
Are you going to tell them? I wasn't going to put you under that bus.
No,
All right,
I'm
Internet,
good with
here
it.
you go.
Hey, I am willing to admit my mistakes and how I learned from them. We were
That's a
going
good
out
one.
night fishing, and I fell, popped back up, and just kept on walking. And about 4 hours later, I needed to cut my line, and I reached down, and my sheath was empty. Man, it's kind of a big deal. I love that knife, and the guys were cool. They were talking about, we'll backtrack, we'll find it. And I
Yeah,
said,
the indigenous are really good, trust me, I know, at finding lost knives. And so we were like going to do like a search party. I was like, wait a second, this is a test for Dan.
Well, at first, this glows best with sunlight. We've been under triple canopy all day. There'd been very little sunlight. I told the guides, don't worry about it. It's gone. It happens. I got another one at camp. And we fished for about another 4 hours, and we're headed back on the trail, and we're in line because it's a narrow trail, and Joe's up front, and he starts yelling. And I come up to the front of the line.
I didn't tell him where it was at either. I was like, look.
Yeah, he just yelled for me to come up, and just on the side of the trail, it was just enough glow that it stood out on the background after 8 hours, right where I had fallen, and that's how I was able to recover that knife that I still take to the jungle today.
And it was fun too. I was like with the indigenous Alberto and some of the others. Like, don't tell him. Let him find it. And it was like a beacon, and it really, really worked. I tell you what, that stuff glows like crazy. So having glow in the dark stuff, even if you, God forbid, if you think it's tacky, has a real applicable real life use.
Oh, I love them. I have a set on both 15, BK15 and 60.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Man, I even put some glow in the dark cord on my snake hook so I can find it at night in case I'm getting called over to work snakes.
So every so often we save all the scraps and drill holes in them to hang them on your guidelines.
Yeah.
So you don't close them. I like it on game processing knives because it always seems to be dusk when I'm processing game.
Yeah.
And you need both hands, and you set your knife down, and it's in the leaves.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
covered with
disappears.
blood or something.
Yeah.
From deer hunting.
So the luminescent handles, I can set it down, pick it up. I like them on my survival knives because if I'm in a survival situation, I'm not escaping evade.
Yeah.
And the one thing you don't want to lose in the world is your knife. So I like the bright glow in the dark handles. But I don't know if you knew or not, but the company that used to make these for me went out of business during COVID. And when they did, I lost my molds. Everything was gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the molds too?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a big investment.
I just found a new company. They're starting to cast for me again, so you're the first one to find out. This was the proof set.
You got a scoop now.
Aftermarket Becker handles will be available. When you see this video, give me about another month. SE to follow, and we'll be selling it in sheets.
SE as well?
Yep.
Oh, excellent. Cool.
And we'll sell it in sheets. You can cut it up, make markers, do whatever you want with it, put it on handles, but you're the first to know. And
I heard it here first.
And I'd give you this set, but I know you've already got a set.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming by.
Thanks, Gasson. We'll see you soon. Tell me, hey guys, keep in contact with him. Sometimes some of the internets don't like him because he's younger, but keep supporting me. Appreciate it.
Well, you might be young, but you've been doing it longer than
Most,
pretty much
yeah.
everybody out there.
A lot of these other people. That's a big deal to us. So thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by the booth.
Oh, you know, every year. But not in the same video. Until now.
Perfect.